Accused of shooting and injuring 10 people at a crowd. 8:04 this morning, a 16-year-old is accused of shooting and injuring 10 people at a crowded nightclub in Sanford, Florida over the weekend. One of the victims, Texas wide receiver Tank Dell, who grew up in Central Florida.
Everyone is expected to be okay, so that's a huge relief to be able to share with you. Meanwhile, that 16-year-old is now facing several charges, including attempted homicide. Stephanie Buffamonte with our sister station in Orlando brings you the latest.
This was the scene outside of Cabana Live after shots were fired in the Sanford venue. The Seminole County Sheriff's Office says just after midnight Sunday, two people were fighting inside Cabana Live when a 16-year-old took out a 9mm handgun and started shooting into a crowd of people at the event. Houston Texans wide receiver Tank Dell was one of the 10 people shot in the crowd. He's from Central Florida. Fox 35 covered him when he played for Mainland High School. The team released a statement on social media saying in part, he sustained a minor wound but has been released from the hospital and he is in good spirits. Customers inside Cabana Live Sunday afternoon spoke with employees there.
They did mention that they witnessed people getting hurt, and that's unfortunate. They experienced something that they shouldn't have to experience, and they're here today, and you could feel the heaviness inside.
Cabana Live released a statement saying in part, we reserved our venue out for a private event, and we are still learning as the investigation continues what was the cause of this isolated incident. Our Cabana Live family is 100% safe and appreciate all the prayers and concerns. It was thanks to a security guard there that more people weren't hurt. According to the arrest report, a security guard at the venue tackled the 16-year-old to the ground right after he started shooting. Former Orlando Police Chief Orlando Rolone says that guard most likely saved many lives.
Anywhere you go, if you see a private security component, that's a force multiplier. Those are eyes and ears. They're allowing the public to be safeguarded from the criminal element.
Stephanie Buffamonte, Fox News.
These folks shooting and shit because they got hit.
Well, street kids and guns, dog. We back at it again, man. We on Haiti Street, 166 in the building. Appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure everything looks good, sounds good. Let us know with a thumbs up in the chat, man. How you feeling, my brother? You on mute, cuz. That's our closed caption guy right there. He's doing the sign language for everybody. I don't know if he's certified or not, but I don't know if he's gang banging or he here for the deaf and hard of hearing. I have no idea.
You saw the lady got arrested for being a fake sign languager, and she was all live.
Yeah, dog. She got that trip. But I thought I saw one time and they hit the. I thought she had hit the bankhead bouncing that thing one time. I said, hold up. What that mean, party? Well, a lot going on, man. The internet is on fire. 16-year-olds firing up the club with bullets. I know that happened a couple days ago. But, yeah, man, Tank Dell, we all know, was at Houston. Played well for the Texans, man. Was integral part for Houston. Ball catcher. I didn't even realize he was from here. I didn't realize he was from mainland.
They say he played and they had him like making a tackle. I was confused. Like,
yeah. So he played here, man. I didn't even realize he played here in Central Florida. You know, Daytona, mainland Daytona area is close to here, but not as close. You know, I guess you could look at it Miami to Fort Lauderdale in essence. And so, yeah, man, fortunately for him, he will make a full recovery, and the other 10 people as well. No one died. But 10 people got shot, man, by a shorty with a gun, man, 16-year-old. Now, I guess my question is, what is, and I'm just asking, how does that guy get in the same venue as 16-year-olds? Was it a teen club? Is it a youngster? Like, and shorty don't look like he old the way he could kind of sneak in. He looked like he's 16 or 15. So I guess that's the question, you know.
I mean, these everything these kids do these days isn't like club with restrictions. Sometimes it's just like a vibe. Like I remember I forget the thing they used to have on the beach. It was just like a huge vibe where they go out there and shoot bubbles and balloons and bubbles at each other. And I don't know. Sometimes it's just like a vibe in a space with these kids today.
Yeah, man. But you know, like I said, man, when those guys, unfortunately for him, you know, fortunately he's in the league, but unfortunately, I guess you got to know your surroundings. And I remember Boosie talking about this, man. You got to be careful, dog. They'll get you where you're from. They'll get you where you're from. It's not the outsiders, the people right there from the city that you're from or the area that you're from. But okay. We said it was a private event. All right.
That's
okay.
That's what I hate at the most.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, man, that's where we are with that. Like I say, glad he's gonna make a full recovery. You know, organizations don't necessarily like that kind of stuff because as a celebrity, they're gonna always say what? They're gonna say your organization, your name, and then what happened, right? They didn't mention the other. They didn't mention the other 9 people that got shot. They didn't say, you know, Jenny from the block got shot. They ain't say. They said 10 people, including NFL wide receiver for the Houston Texans, Tank Dell, got shot at a club. And so, you know, that's just kind of what it is. But unfortunately, that's what it is, man. And you know, being an advocate for the what is it, the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, right? Rather, 2A as they call it. They got to do something with gun control, man. It's too much. It's too loose. Is there an answer? No. It's almost like the transfer portal. There's really no real cut and dry answer to it. Yeah, you can stop making guns, but you got to try to get millions and millions of them off the street. Can you do that? No. You're just gonna drive up the price. And then the whole argument is, what about the good people that's here to protect themselves? Do I get my rights taken away because the bad people want to do bad things? That's a whole nother argument for another day. But I was just saying, man, what's your thoughts about just gun control real quick, though, before we push on?
I had somebody tell me they live in Texas, was an open carry state. And that was the girl that was on here. We were talking about that, and she was saying that because they can open carry, like crime is down because you don't know who has a weapon. It's not like just the dude looking to rob somebody is the only one with a weapon. You don't know who has a weapon and who's trained to shoot you. I don't know, bro, man. I think a 16-year-old Hayes,
he is lucky no one died. He's lucky. If someone died, he would have been. And 10 people, he lucky.
I was a United States Marine, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've never owned a gun. Now, I don't know. I've never owned a gun. I always thought that maybe in the house, like you have a gun to protect the house, that's fine. But like riding around with a gun, if you're not a drug dealer, your life ain't on the line. I always felt like if somebody pulled out to rob you, unless you're Clint Eastwood or somebody, you're robbed. or you're putting your life on the line. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Or in situations where it got heated, me having a gun. I've seen a gun send people to jail that shouldn't go to jail more than I've seen it save lives. I mean, that's being honest with you.
You're 100% right. I can agree with that 1,000%. And I think it's the lottery ticket chance of you using it to save your life is the thing, right? It's like insurance. in essence. I know this might be a bad analogy. You pay it, you pay it, you pay it, you pay it, you pay it for years, you pay it for years, you pay it for years. And then if you need it, you use it, in essence. You know, that is that kind of thing, I guess I'm looking at it, right? It's the kind of, you know, and you're right. It probably has done more. I don't know the statistical data on that stuff, but it's so unfortunate, man. And I will say this, because it is a right, here's where the problem lies. Because it's a right and not a privilege, there are so many people I believe are irresponsible gun owners, right? I just told you, we go to Wawa. You know that. We go to in the morning, go to get something to drink. Wawa, holler at us if you want to sponsor the Hayes Street. But we go to Wawa. We go to Wawa. Bro, I see the guy doing the concealed weapons paperwork on the bench right there in front of the store.
Right.
Pay him his money. Now, guess what? This guy goes buy a firearm. Probably already has one because you don't have to have a concealed to have one. But now he can carry it. Now, to your point, now he doing that Cedric Entertainer. Boy, I wish a ninja would.
Yeah.
Because you feel powerful. You feel powerful.
It's a weird thing because I've intended to buy guns. I wanted an AK, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I found out how cheap they were. Just never got around to it. But it's weird because I was a United States Marine. I was an expert shooter. I can shoot. I know how to use a gun. But it's just I see somebody in the comment section saying, if we have a civil war, what are we gonna lose? Because man, if dinosaurs come here, we're gonna lose. Like, when is the Civil War happening, dog? like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just always thought that it was never something I felt I needed pressure to have. Hayes, you have a few of them, don't you?
Nope.
One?
Nope. I know somebody that got some. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying. It was never something pressed that I thought was pressed to have. When these kids, I was a CO, they kind of CO, and these kids, man, you gotta believe I had some of the worst killers in them, like in Dade County. But when they come to jail, it's not like as kids, when they come to jail, it's not like they realize what they've done. They still have a kid mind. So now they're just in a playground where everybody's dressed alike. and it's like the survival of the fittest. And you know what I'm saying? It's not even to them like reality hits all the time for the kids. So even when they're shooting, I don't think they're thinking about the consequences.
It's a moment for you.
Yeah, they're very emotional and they're very what's the word to use? Impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are more impulsive than adults. A kid would commit suicide or do something like that before adults will ever. You know what I'm saying? They're more impulsive.
And impressionable. Sure.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about this kid going to jail, right? Like he's just living life. It's just going to be another chapter of his life, right? And he's going to get there and he's going to realize he missed his parents. But he don't think about that.
Yeah, because for him, he, like you said, he's living in the moment. He doesn't understand the true ramifications, right? He doesn't understand what the word life in prison means. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get that. He doesn't think. Unfortunately, I had a young man on our team at a teen club end up killing someone. And the weird thing about it, I didn't know this. Weird thing about it, we were in there talking about it. We were talking about the case. Not knowing I'm talking to the killer.
Wow.
This is the truth. Not knowing that I'm talking to the young man who pulled the trigger. I'll put it that way. Allegedly. I'll put it that way. Because even though he pled to it, but I'm going to just say allegedly. But now that I recall that conversation, I remember looking in his face like it was like nothing, like it wasn't. And I think here's something that dawned on me. It really did. And I remember recalling this like conversation. Some time had gone by and no arrest had been made, probably 2 weeks or something, a week and a half, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And I remember saying, I said, you know, the funny thing, again, not knowing who I'm talking to. I said, you know, the funny thing y'all shorties don't know.
Oh God.
I said, the funny thing y'all shorties don't know. They're like, what's that, coach? There's no statute of limitations on murder. They were like, what that mean? He said, I remember them saying it was the team. Like I'm talking to a couple kids before practice. I said, there's no statute of limitations on murder. They said, what that mean? I say, this could happen today, and they can come 50 years from now. If they find out somebody did it, they're going to find them. Because they were all saying, oh, they don't know who did it. It was a crowd of people. And that's how that came up. Guess what? That practice, I'm in my office getting dressed. Everybody banging on the door. Bum, 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 bum. Coach, come out here. I see him in handcuffs going up the ramp. They came out there, fire and everything. Got him right off the field. And I just remember saying, hey, man, you want me to call your mom? I remember him doing just like that. He looked to the side and said, he just shook his head. That's all he said. That was the last time I saw him and talked to him. And that's like, and I don't think it sat in. Like, and that dude got 30. He was 17. He'll be my age when he get out.
30.
And I've been on the high school 30 years.
Right,
Like,
right. See,
I'm
that's
just saying,
what I'm
like,
saying.
people don't realize what these kids go through, coaches go through. And the sad part about this is the dude that, guess who another dude was in the room? His best friend, the guy that got killed, his best friend was on my team sitting in the same room with us talking about it.
Wow.
How wild is that, bro?
People don't see. I see people saying that the juveniles, they're gonna go to jail, go to juvenile and get no. I was at jail. I was at Dade County Correctional Facility. These dudes was about to be charged as adults. You know what I'm saying? They was not. They had did heinous crimes, killed their mama. The little boy Hernandez who slit the little boy's throat in the bathroom because he was smarter than him. These guys was going to get tried as adults. You know what I'm saying? The little boy in North Miami who rolled his mama under the bed because he wanted to have a party, killed her, rolled under the bed, had a party.
Mama
they
did
still take the guns away from them, take everything away from them. And they're kids. They're kids. Like some of them are a few of them are tough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one or two are like alpha, like really, really about that. The rest of them are just, you could tell they just on the outs. They had a gun and they was following somebody or following instructions. You know what I'm saying? They're kids.
Wow.
Yeah, about to be tried. Yeah, about to be tried as an adult. I remember one time we used to have 500 role models come through and let the juveniles talk to them. And man, like one of the shorties touched me one day when he said, man, I ain't seen grass in 5 years. I had never thought about that. I had never thought about the fact that it's the simple stuff that they might slit their wrists and play suicide just to go ride by Burger King.
Just to get out.
Just to ride by. Yeah, just to be out there.
The air smelled different. Believe it or not. Like the air smelled different, bro.
Right. Yeah. Just to ride by. But
the sun feels different. You know what I'm saying? Same sun, but it just feels different. But yeah, you're right. We got 468 in here, Street. Talk to us.
So, man, I hope this changes Tank Dale's thoughts in his where he hang out. You know what I'm saying? They gotta realize that they're in a different tax bracket. I don't know if he was getting shot at, which I doubt, but you gotta realize, bro, like you can't keep doing the same shit you was doing before you know what I'm saying? You gotta do something different, dog. You got a lot riding on it.
One of my favorite songs. Y'all know I'm a rap artist. And shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I went back and listened to it. Still feel the same way, but it sounded better. I have to say this very honestly. It sounded better listening to it directly here instead of through the computer, how I was hearing it. So the beat was a little bit better. I give him more credit. It sounded more, it was more clear and precise. So I give it more credit. But one of my favorite songs, 8 Ball and MJG, is Things We Used to Do, We Can't Do No More. You know what I'm saying? The things we used to do, we can't do no more. And that's the truth. It's called, and as you get older, but that's the difference between wisdom and knowledge. I tell people all the time, knowledge is to know how to do something. Wisdom is to know when to do something. And that's the problem right there. Kids, they may know how to do something, but they don't know when to do it. Hell, there's some adults that don't even have wisdom. But we could talk about this forever. Let's jump into the hot topic of the day, man. I'll let you go ahead and kick this off. But as we know, Coach Prime is back in the media. The Sanders family. The Sanders family is back in the media. I don't want to call it Twitter beef, but a Twitter dispute, Twitter responses, I guess might be the right way to say it. With some former players from Colorado, with a former player from Colorado. And everybody seems to be chiming in, man. What's your thoughts on it?
I'll just take them through it. Look, hot ain't the word. Deion is trending. He's at the top of trending. He's trending higher than the Miami Heat. And they got a playoff game tonight. And it's because of basically this tweet, right? If you scroll down this, bro, this is like watching just scrolling down the whole Twitter feed. A guy said something to him, and he said back to the guy, "Where's your mine to be a top 5 pick right here? Tell your son stop." What did he say? Tell your son stop acting like he the coldest out there. They put up a 4-8 season, so Deion basically had time today because I don't even know who the guy is. I mean, primetime KB. Let's see how many followers he got. Hey, we were trying to figure out who he was, right? Hey,
249 followers.
And Deion got him 3.5 million. Listen, and Deion said he'll be top 5 pick. Where your son going? I got time today. 10.7 million views on that account with 2.49 followers.
Yeah.
And if you scroll down this thing, this is just hilarious, though. Like if you just scroll down the feed, it's hilarious. But it's so Deion responding back to, you know what I'm saying, look like random people. But what happened was a kid came out and basically said Deion cut him, had tears in his eyes. And he was just saying the way that he did it was kind of cutthroat. And Shador basically tweeted out, "Man, I don't even remember, dog. He can't be no good. He had to be mid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had to be mid at best," is what he said. And some of this stuff is playing out online, like in the comment section, right? Somebody go on a podcast and say something about your mama. Somebody go on a podcast and say something about your daddy. Coach, laundromat worker, office manager, what is your first response? And that's how
I thought you was asking me.
In the comment section, like in the comments, y'all let me know. Well, somebody said something about your mama, your daddy out in the open, right? What's your first response? Because we're going to say that, well, Shador's the quarterback of a team. He should be able to blah, blah, blah. Deion's the coach of a team. They should be able to blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But Shador saying that sounds like to me just what you would say if somebody said something to one of your parents. If somebody my age said something to my mom or my dad. Now, he could have texted to him, but he said he didn't know the kid, so he can't text him. He could have sent him a DM. But the way they communicate now is on Twitter.
So let me do this, Street. Let me back up a little bit, rewind, and give a little context to how we got there, if you don't mind. Let's do that. So maybe there's some people that's in here watching, maybe there's not. So apparently, The Athletic is a publication that, and I forget the author's name or whoever wrote this, and we've come to find out he's in Nebraska. So this matters too. He's a Nebraska grad, and we all know that Nebraska is the rival of Colorado. That's their Miami, Florida State. You know, Nebraska, Colorado, that rivalry. Michigan, Ohio State, just for people don't understand. And I guess he sought out after this young man, Xavier Smith, I believe his name is.
Xavier Smith, yeah.
Xavier Smith. I guess he did a story. I have not read the story because you have to be a subscriber or you have to have a membership, I guess, to read the article to The Athletic. So I don't know the context of the article. But there are quotes in there, and I wish I had them with me, but whatever the quotes are was basically, I'll paraphrase it unless you can find it quickly if you don't mind, Street, because I don't like to misquote anybody. Basically, what he was saying was that he was a part. Now, Xavier Smith was part of the first class, right? When Deion got there, the Louis luggage transition. So when he got there with the Louis luggage, remember that whole press conference he had? He was in the team room. He said this, I got luggage and it's coming and it's Louis. That young man was part of that previous team. And apparently he was asked to leave, in essence. And so when he was asked to leave, he says, in quotes, as you see up here, "You never tried to get to know me." He was destroying guys' confidence.
You talking about Shador, huh?
No, he was talking about Coach Prime. We weren't talking about Shador.
Okay.
But there's another quote on top of that. They just bleeped that out. I'll see if I could read it. But I'll definitely find it. Let me see here. But anyhow, that's the gist of that. And I don't want to sound like I'm kind of dismissing it or putting it off. But that's what was said. Then now that's where Shador comes in and says his part of, I don't even remember him, to be honest. Bro had to be very mid at best. This is where you start to get the back and forth. Then Mathis, Caleb Mathis, the wide receiver, who is the son of one of the coaches, jumps in and posts a video of him beating that young man in practice. Right? So he posts this video of him beating the young man in practice. And then Coach Prime apparently responds to what we saw there. I hope I'm getting this timeline right. I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I'm just trying to create the narrative, or in the words of Uncle Neely, the chronological approach here to what's going on. And so just so you guys can see the timeline. And so that's what kind of where you are. And so that's that.
Let's see if they can add a little context. You did a great job, dog.
I just want to say one thing before you press play on there. My question is, I just want this food for thought. People are mad at the young man. People are also mad at the athletic. Okay? I want people to understand, what if that's this young man's truth? That's his truth. That doesn't mean he's wrong. And then, why does he have to say anything? Well, I give this quick narrative. He's at Austin P. Maybe they don't have NIL deals. Maybe the athletic, again, these are only posing questions. Maybe the athletic decide, hey, I give you $2,000 for your story. I give you $3,000 for your story. Just tell me how it went. And that's how you have it.
Right.
That's how we have it. And then I guess the question is, should they have responded to them? We talking about 249 people versus 3.5 million. But go ahead.
Yeah, let's see what we got here, dog. Let's see what we got. Life was like a box of chocolate.
I don't even remember him, to be honest. Bro had to be mid at best. I'm telling you, this kind of garbage is not going to play in an NFL locker room.
Oh my God, no!
I got news for you, Shador.
We got these two guys.
I don't care what you drive. I don't care what watch you have. Daddy has snowplowed for you, not helicopter parented. Snowplowed for you. He has protected you at every turn. As a player and as a parent, I'm a parent too. We want to protect our kids. Daddy's not going to be there for you anymore. Okay. And quite frankly, the players in that locker room don't care that daddy is Deion Sanders. You're going to be on your own in an NFL locker room. And if you bring this type of attitude into an NFL locker room, you are the type of rookie that they will literally duct tape to a goalpost and leave you there.
Shador Sanders is a phenomenal talent. We all understand that, and I think he's a fair. And I don't know, but from the outside looking in, appears to be a pretty bright guy too. On top of it, he does. Now, I just wish sometimes there were governors on social media and you could really look at something before you hit it, because, and I know you can, but people don't, because that's a bad look.
I understand.
It just doesn't, what does he, other than defending his dad?
And I
get that to a degree, but man, come on.
See, and I think that's what it is, Hayes. I think the response is defending my dad. I don't think it's the quarterback. I think it's a natural response of he talking about my dad being bad at his job.
And here's the deal. I could say I understand that, right? Now, the person comes to Shador and say, hey, Shador, man, you bigger than that. You bigger than this guy. You don't need to do it. But I understand. I guess my issue is the dad part of jumping in. You're talking to nobodies, dog. You're talking to a guy with 249 Twitter followers, dog.
Have
You
you
just
have
made
you
him
ever
famous. You made him
have you
famous.
have you ever been on the end of have you ever been on the end of the world talking at you? Like, have you ever been on that side where you're the center of attention, and every time you look around, you got to act somebody saying, "Oh, Coach Head got a big head. Oh, Coach Head was when he was a coach, he only won 8." Have you ever been on in the middle of that?
No.
Could you imagine?
Oh, I could imagine. It's a small sample size. How can I say this? I said that really sarcastically. No, I've never been to the level of Deion Sanders, but I will say this. In 23, when I started following Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and I started doing this, and I started making shows about this, and my whole intent was, like I said, to teach the people and let's temper expectations in 23. And everybody, you're a hater, you're a hater. And I kept saying to myself, seriously, I would go in there and be like, bro, what? Like, these people don't get it. They don't see it. That's why I say in 24, I took my wait and see pill, dog. I'm not here to try to educate the people. I can't help them, dog. That was the coach in me. I can help everybody. But I realize I can't because they don't want to be. And that's okay.
Right.
Here's what I will say to Coach Prime.
Right.
I get it. But I will always use his quote. His quote was, when the spotlight shines, it shows the good and the bad. Right? And I get people venture out and blast out. You get tired. You get weak. I get it. But at the same time, dog, and I keep saying this, you keep giving people bullets. So when you get shot, you can't get mad. It's different.
I don't think he's mad. I just think he responded
No.
to somebody.
No, when I say mad, I'm not talking literally mad. What I'm saying is you can't say, hey, why y'all, and I'm not saying Prime is saying that. I'm just talking in general here. That's all I'm saying. So to your point of, have I stood at the end of the world and everybody coming at me? No.
Yeah.
But you also have to ask, why are people coming at you too? Those are another questions you may have to ask yourself.
I've never been Prime level, right? But what happened a couple of weeks ago with the fans, right, was the closest I've seen it. Because for years I've always told X not to argue with people on Twitter, man. They arguing with them fuck, bro. Like they, you know what I'm saying? I mean, X going after, you know what I'm saying? Hayes, I'm gonna tell you this. When I saw the exact Hurricane fans, right, that we gave a Warren Sapp interview and a Michael Barrow and Cam Kitchens in high school and Leonard Taylor in high school, and we've done all this over the years. When I saw those exact Hurricane fans, some even people who I was cool with, mentions popping up on my phone every now and then saying weird stuff. I answered a couple of them. 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I was in a space where it was like, oh, this is weird, bro. Like, as much as Kane fandom we've showed, all you gotta do is not be on their side for some, or not. I ain't gonna say I was on their side. I wanted JB here because I wanted us to win with JB. But all you gotta do is make the wrong turn, and they act like they don't know you. Okay, all right, I got it from here. I see what it is. But I did. Hey, I responded a few times, and I told X, I was like, damn, listen, okay, all right. After a week, okay, that's it, X. We ain't giving nobody else time. I see it's helping the analytics. I see they all coming to see. The impressions was running off the roof, you know what I'm saying? But it caught me a few times. It did. It did. And I'm nowhere near on Prime level.
Right.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's
so here's what I say. Right, and dog, you're 100% right. I've done it myself. I be shooting shots back too, right? And you realize, again, I ain't been doing this as long as no Deion Sanders and whatever.
Right.
Hell, even long as you have. But you realize, dog, you're giving energy to nobody. Like you're building a brand. If y'all notice, there are certain people that I've even stopped associating with on my shows because I'm not going to allow them to tear my brand down. It may be entertaining, but the difference what I realized is what when the cards fall, I'm gonna be left to pick them up and start over again, and they'll move on to another person. And so at the end of the day, I got to protect me. I got to protect what I've tried to build here over the past 4 years. That's all I'm saying. Right. And so, right. but again, Prime is on a times 1,000 level over us in that sense. And what I'm saying is, even your response was you. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know why I give a damn. I don't know why I care so much, bro. I really don't. Like, I be asking myself that all the time. And like you, I think you told me that is that coaching you.
Why you care so much about what?
I don't know, dog. I don't. I be like, I saw some stuff today, Street, and I won't put another content creator out there, but that job bothered me. And I'm like, bruh.
Give more, explain more. You saw what? Like, help me explain what
I saw something on YouTube today I have never seen in my life.
Why are you not saying what you saw?
Because I don't want it to be.
You acting like a little bitch right now. Get out the car.
All right. I'll let y'all. No, because I do want. Here's what I'll say. I do respect his channel. In a sense, I've never watched it. I've actually seen it twice. Today was the second time.
Yeah.
But what I'm sitting there watching had me floored, dog. I am literally floored. And the only reason it's sensitive, because here I'm like, I tell you people all the time, I'm like, Master P, I ain't talking about nobody else on my record. But I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the acts. And I'm like when dog, like 20 people sent me the YouTube channel, and I'm looking, and I'm like, is that live? And I kept looking, and I'm like, what is going on here, bro? And when I say it floored me, bro, no, it wasn't Miami Flo. Shut up, Flo. What's up with you, baby?
What floored you about it? You don't even want to tell us what it is, though. You act like a light-skinned brother right now. Where you at? What side are you on? What was it about?
It was about Coach Prime. It was about Prime.
They were backing Prime. They were basically.
Oh yeah, it was yeah.
Listen, man, listen. Prime.
What I'm saying is, I had never seen anything like this. I had never seen anything like this in the context of what it was. But anyhow, what I will say about it. Here's what I will say. No, everybody says not Chico. It had nothing to do with Chico. Golly, guys, y'all relax. Like, that's the stuff. No, it had nothing to do with Chico. But anyhow, I guess what I'm saying is, for Prime to respond in that manner.
Yeah.
As you see the results, here's what happens. I don't know. Can you everybody know who Uncle Lou is? I don't know. Most of you Miami Hurricane people do. He's a University of Georgia Bulldog YouTuber, in essence, right? He does other stuff. Let me see if you can you pull up. I'm gonna get my computer fixed out. I could do this myself. Sorry, bro.
What about Uncle Lou?
You got to see what he did. Like, this is the stuff I'm saying, dog. And his. And I want to ask you, did you ever hear Luke Skywalker, Uncle Luke? Not Uncle Luke, Lou, L-O-U. L-O-U, not Uncle Luke, not our Uncle Luke. Uncle Lou.
You talking about this? Look.
The part where he said, Lord Jesus. No. Go to Coach Prime's channel where he said, Lord Jesus. And then open it. It's the comment section. I think I got it right here. Maybe I can show it on here.
Oh, I got it right here. Colorado Instant Football Programs, the social media.
No, go to Coach Prime's Twitter page. It's on. He don't delete nothing. Go to his Twitter page.
Coach Prime posted us last night, dog. On this, he posted our Warren Sapp interview, dog.
Good, man. All right, go scroll down till you see the stat where it say Lord Jesus. Keep
That
going.
boy was back. Oh,
Yeah, well, shiny. That's a prime, baby. Keep going. Did you see that? I'm not sure if you saw that with Luke.
No,
All right, go ahead. Go down further. It's right after this. Okay, right here. Stop. So this is Delvin Truth, right? And this is the picture where it says, "Man, go take a seat." And Coach Prime, as you see, retweeted and said, "Lord Jesus," in response, I guess, to his stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now click it and go to the comment section. I scroll down. Right there. Now look at his very first. Look at this Uncle Lou. He put up his daughter's stats from basketball and said, "Lord Jeebus." I'm just saying, like, now that baby catching strays.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm sure she understands that at this age.
But
sure
what? So here's my question. But go back. What would be? But so why would you repost that young man's stats? Like, why would you quote tweet that?
Huh?
Why would you quote tweet?
Why would Prime why would Prime do this?
Yeah.
This is Xavier right here.
Yeah, I believe that's him. I don't know who this is. I think that's him. I don't know.
Delvin the Truth. Who is Delvin the Truth? Who is that? He's the same one that came out and said, he the same one that came out and got on Kamani McLean. Exclusive content, exclusive X spaces. So he's just a Colorado. He got a YouTube, the Undisputed Buffs. He's a Colorado content creator, I guess. He's the same one that went after Kamani. Said he had a video of him in the club. You saying why would Prime do that?
Oh, it was him. That was that guy.
It was the same guy. You saying why would Prime do this?
Yeah, dog. Like why, man? Come on, Prime.
You know what I think? I think, which is bad judgment. I don't agree with that. But Delvin the Truth come to his aid every time. He's like part of the Avengers for Prime, right? And I think it's just Prime showing him love. I just think he did it with the wrong tweet. So now anything happens to Prime from here on out for the rest of his life, guess who got his back? Prime posted us, 2 or 3 times? He posted a Warren Sapp video yesterday. It's on his Instagram right now. I mean, but when he's wrong, he's wrong. I'm not going to say when he's wrong, he's wrong. But I think a lot of this is Coach Prime being different. He was different when he won. He's been different in everything he's won at in life, though. Period. He's rarely ever lost, and he's been different at everything he won at in life. And I don't think this is anything different, Hayes.
Well, here's why I say it's different. You just gave a perfect example. And we just said the things we used to do, we can't do anymore, right? The things that Coach Prime, when he's successful at, I agree. But he could talk it, he could take the bullets, he could back it up, right? Because he had to walk the walk. He had to take the bullets. Athletically gifted as all get out, touched by the hand of God himself when it comes to athleticism. And he could back it up like the Floyd Mayweathers of the world, right? The difference is you are in a different role, bro, right? And now you are a leader of men. And as you head this ship through the water, there's a wake that comes off of a ship. And just because you are bulletproof, the rest of the ship can't handle that, dog. Not everybody in there can handle those kind of bullets. Like
you're saying You're saying you're pretending you're talking about the young man.
I'm talking about the young man and everybody else. Like it may be his daughter is accustomed to it. But again, we saw his wife come out, or excuse me, his ex-wife Pilar.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Basically, yeah, he basically making the pot hot and everybody's standing in it.
But guess what? He got on the oven mitt though, because he ain't scared.
Hey, but bro, listen, man, listen.
And so hold on, I just want to finish. I get what you're saying, but what I mean is when you are a leader of these guys, you understand what I and then maybe maybe it's the coach in me, and I just look at it different. I ain't saying he got to be Nick Saban. You could have responded, but maybe not in that way. But that's just my take on it. But go ahead, Street. I'm good.
No, like I told people, I don't agree with this. Yeah, I don't know why he retweeted that tweet, man. I don't. That's not cool. I'm not sure why he decided to do that. But like I said, man, have you ever been at the end of a storm, right, where it felt like nobody saw anything good you ever did? You know what I'm saying? And everybody highlights everything wrong you do. And I know a lot of people, y'all sit in the comment section and y'all say, I hear a coach, he get paid millions of dollars. But y'all in the comment section, right?
Right.
And a lot of time the reason people are in the comment section because they don't want to step out, right? And get ridiculed and get, what's the word? They want to step out on their own and be up here talking as other people comment and basically
they want to throw the rock and hide their hand. Right. And most people who are commenting have some type of avatar up there that's non-identifying. It's not their real name.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that's just what it is. And so, like I say, our face is out here. You can go clip this, replay what we said. You know how many comments we'll go through to try to quote unquote keep receipts? Can't keep receipts on the comment, but it's easy for y'all to keep receipts on us because we'll see it. And you can say, oh, I remember that show when you said X, Y, and Z. But who's going to go through all these comments to see the time that Slap Happy said, I'm just using you as an example, brother, too many primaholics. Like nobody, bro. Nobody.
You know they got a system out there like that.
I've been saying they stole it from me because I said
I listen to this stock guy who goes live every day, and anytime somebody trolls him, he has a system that has all their comments, bro. He has a producer that clicks it, and it shows him everything that they ever did in his chat, dog. I'm gonna find out what that is. Hey, we gotta get that because it's very entertaining when he started running back what people said. He's like, nah, bro, you said this, you said that. He's won't be happy unless Prime and his family are humble. Heads bowed, probably in the rugs. No, man, listen, I once again, I think it's entertainment, bro. Well, I know it's entertainment. Football, I say this all the time, and me and Hayes had a debate the other day. I want y'all to chime in on it, right? Football is entertainment. I know we think it's a way of life. It's life. I know we think it's a culture, but it's entertainment, right? So me and Hayes was having a back and forth, and I was telling Hayes, like, listen, Hayes seems to think when Colorado keeps winning 4 games, that people eventually won't watch. And I think the lighter. I think it's entertainment. I think so. Well-off media basically balances the negative media, and they allow us in. And as long as they allow us to watch the entertainment, people will tune in to watch the game. People tuned in to watch Jackson State play for no reason. There was no national championship involved. There was no, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't making it to the national championship. You watched them because, once again, is it Shiloh or Deion Jr.? Deion Jr., which one holds the camera?
Deion Jr. Bucky, they call him Bucky.
Bucky, with his cell phone, made Jackson State interesting to watch because they showed you more, which after every year, you would log back in to watch the season because of the entertainment that they give you. Hayes seems to think that it eventually, if they don't win, people will tune out and stop watching. And I don't think so.
So what I was saying is right. Over time, you can we coming, you can have all these mantras, you can have all these slogans. If you're, to use their word, mid, the luster dies down. It's not as shiny anymore. The new car smell wears off, right? It's no different than it's a lot of buildup, lot of buildup, lot of buildup, lot of buildup. And then it's no climax at the end. Kind of trying to use my story stuff, y'all relax. Real quick before I get to that. What I'm trying to say is you look at Floyd Mayweather. He kept winning. He kept talking ish. And guess what? People kept watching. How many people are going to a sold-out Adrian Broner fight? How many people going to watch Adrian Broner? He talked hella crap.
Very entertaining.
But guess what? People are like, man, this dude be knocked out, man. I'm not finna pay no pay-per-view to see that. I'm not finna do that. I'm not going to see that. I'm not going to Colorado and spend $500 a night in the La Quinta Inn, $500 a night to see him lose. I'm just talking about what people naturally do. Right? We're talking about the decline in viewership over time if you're not producing. Now, will you have a nucleus fan base? Of course you will. Yes. But the thousands upon thousands, the hundreds of thousands of people that watched when he first got to Colorado, by year 4, and we still talking 5 wins, 6 wins, come right back in here. That's all I'm saying. Is that you won't have that same. Yeah, will there still be people talking about it? We literally saw it happen in the first year. We literally saw ESPN game day, and they went on that 6-game slide. They ain't even talk about them anymore. They need to have a whole segment. Then ESPN started giving them 2 sentences. I'm just saying they went on that 6-game slide, and guess what? They ain't the shiny new toy no more. And big business said, other way. And that's
big business. Shout out to thanks for pressing, man, with the $4.99. Prime talks a lot about prepping young men for life. Do you believe his Twitter outburst today set a good example for young men?
Let the chat answer that. Let's get them you don't mind me? Let's do this, a little change up. Let's talk about something else for a second. Let the chat answer yes or no, and then we'll come back to it. Give them a chance to engage. What do you think, Street? You like that?
We'll let them run it.
All right. So if you're in the chat, please answer that for the next while we talk a little bit about something else, while we kind of finish up that piece. Yes or no, if you want to answer this question. So because I did want to finish up. What do you think when we talk about that argument? Do you believe what I'm saying, or are you saying still in year 4 or 5, they win in 5 games, 6 games, it still would have the same luster as it has when he first stepped on campus at Colorado?
I think I am Taylor in the comment section just said something like, and she get what I'm saying. Like when you let people in, they feel like a part of the family. They feel like they know Shiloh, they know Shador, they feel like they know whoever else gets Travis Hunter, right? So when you let them in, sometimes they're tuning in to either root for them or watch them break their leg, but they're tuning in because they feel like they know them, they either like them or don't like them. Your Adrian Broner argument, I don't think it's the same thing because of boxing. A guy that boxes can go away. He can come and then he could disappear, like Adrian Broner. Only time we see him is on Instagram.
But why did he disappear? Because he was losing.
Because he lost. Right. But the difference is,
right,
Colorado's football schedule isn't going away. It's going to come every year. 25, 26, 27. If you let people in every offseason to see what's going on, they will tune in for the entertainment. You've never watched a show, right? That was maybe raunchy or maybe low, like Cheaters, but you can't turn away. You just keep tuning in for the entertainment. It may not be something you agree with, but you just keep tuning in for the entertainment. And I think sports is no different. I believe if we got Miami Hurricane fans in here, every year for 20 years, Miami Hurricane fans think this is the year. If Mario allowed a camera to watch him go get cafecito at 4 o'clock in the morning from Marie, and if they saw Mario out there and the cameras was in there and you could see Mario talking to the offensive line, talking to Pancake, it already doesn't get old. You already think every year is a new year. What if they allowed you in?
I agree, but I think
giving up too much. I'm giving up too much right now. Too Hayes. I'm giving up too much. I'm giving up the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving up the blueprint. Giving up too much.
Tighten up, Sheila. Tighten up. So to your point, you're right. I think the piece that's missing about it, like Love and Hip Hop or Cheaters, every show, guess what? The reason you keep coming back, because you want to see the confrontation between the wife and the man that's cheating, or the man and the wife that's cheating. Imagine if this show keeps giving you, well, we got cheaters coming on. The show is an hour long, right? 55 minutes. They still following dude around. All right, next week, right? It's the buildup. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? No, but next week, and then you go back in, you be like, oh, okay, boy, look at Shaniqua, boy. Dang, she getting it in with Tyrone. Oh, boy, right? They pulling up in the van. All right, next week on Cheaters, I ain't see the confrontation. See, there's no climax to it. That's what I'm trying to say. See, so the example you're giving, yes, you're right. But every show may be raunchy as hell, but there's an ending. There is an end game. The end game in football is winning and losing. Eventually, nobody's gonna care about Mario Cristobal and his cafecito if a W don't come with it.
Not for the fan.
Not for the fan. Now you're gonna have a nucleus of fans. You're gonna have
not for the fans.
Right.
The fans are emotion. It's the emotion that keep you thinking that this year we got a new quarterback. We got a new running back.
I agree, but what you have to understand is most fans, there's this nucleus. Where you start getting crazy is when you start attracting that outer ring of people who are attracted because you're winning. Because you're winning, right? That's all I'm saying. Let's just take it, for example, Street. You go into a game, you're working as Footballville, right? Your lady goes to a game, baby, come with me. You go to a game, it's one of the most exciting games ever. Last second catch in the back of the end zone. She like, man, I enjoyed that. Oh, I'm going to go with you next time. And you go, and it's not as exciting, but it was good. And then eventually the games be 7-3, but you working. You see it way different than she sees it. Eventually she's like, just go ahead, Street. Because it's not the same excitement. And that Colorado, when Coach Prime came, he drew in people, as we see, never watched college football. No, right. Grandmamas. Bro, I got a homeboy, his mama, he be talking about, man, I'm scared for it, dog. His mama, grandmamas ain't never watched a down of college football, are involved in this now. Eventually, when that goes away, what happened? Because all you ever hear about is, boy, when he win the championship, but if you're not winning, where is the top of the peak? I'm not saying he won't be successful at Colorado. I was just saying that if he does not have a winning record, naturally people pull back and go away. We saw with the Miami Heat. LeBron James came. I told you I told you this. The last Miami Heat basketball game I watched, LeBron James was on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I watched basketball that season.
LMV, what time out? LMV, go to the corner. LMV says she never seen an episode of Snowfall. LMV, to the corner.
It's good. It's good.
The Miami Heat has never let us in. That's exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the entertainment factor. Texas A&M, I was there at Texas A&M when they beat us. The very next year, they had to come here. That same year, Texas A&M beat Miami. Middle Tennessee beat Miami, right? And Florida State ramshacked us, right? When Texas A&M came to Miami the next year, it was a packed house full of hope. And this has been like this for 20 years.
And you're right.
If Mario allowed us to walk through those halls with them,
I disagree.
They will run. You know how I know it's two Hayes? Because I'm sure Colorado was watched more last year than Alabama and Georgia. Sure
Yes.
it was.
I don't disagree with that 10 million% because he drew in people.
But one second. You think it's less now or more?
Yes, less. I think it's less.
You
now.
think it's less?
Yeah, because that Alabama fan was watching Colorado too.
We just saw him trending on Twitter.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I still think that's still trending is trending. But what I mean is, even the diehard Alabama fan, the Miami fan, whoever fan, was like, man, let me see what he gonna do, right? But now, eventually, when you saw that 6-game slide, the numbers start going down. You saw the numbers well off media. I think Bucky even said that on his show. Not on his show. He was saying that they're not getting the same numbers from when they first started. When they started at a 6-game slide, people start pulling away from well off media. It's just a natural thing. It's not a Coach Prime thing. It's a natural thing. As much as people love Alabama right now, if Kalen DeBoer decides to take a nosedive, people will slide away. They're still going to have their nucleus fan base. But most people are going to slide away. It's just like, for example, you know why you get a new coach? Because you need to keep the fans ain't happy. Ticket sales are down. People ain't coming. We need fresh blood in here because we losing money by the boatload. I'm not saying that about Prime, but you would definitely see a decline. I'm not saying it's going to be at the bottom. It's going to be the pits, but it will never be as high as it was when he first started. Now, if he's winning and he's doing that stuff, it's like Floyd Mayweather. You could get $200 million just from pay-per-view.
Well, I'm here to tell you they won 4 games last year. And for everybody who keep bringing up him winning 4 games, listen, bro, that's the man's first year, dog. Like, we want to, come on, man. That's his first year. He went from 1 win to 4 games. I mean, give him some time the same way you give your coach time. Whoever your coach is of your team, you know what I'm saying? Give him some time. Same way you get your, but he won 4 games last year, Hayes.
He did.
And I think they still on fire, bro.
They
and
are. I'm just saying they're not.
First,
don't get it twisted. That first game,
they're gonna be the most watched team again. Watch.
Week 1, week 2 against Nebraska, gonna be a prime time game, right? That Colorado State game, because of how it went with him and the coach and the way it ended with the overtime, gonna be a prime time game. I don't dispute that. When they go play K-State and Dylan Edwards and them, gonna be a prime time. I don't dispute any of what you're saying. I'm talking about over a period of time. Next year, they're still on fire. I'm not saying that. But that 6-game slide at the back end of the schedule, I guarantee if you go look at numbers, it shows. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Here's a perfect example. When they had the spring game last year, nationally televised, everybody was tuned in. Now, they say ESPN picked West Virginia over them. And don't give me this Pac-12 business because they went to Pac-12 last year, and it was on major networks. So why this year it's on Pac-12 and not ESPN or Fox or whatever it is?
I don't. That's how you gauge it. I don't gauge.
No, that's how I gauge it. I'm just saying if
it's what big media does. Like big media gonna push whatever they want to push.
And guess what? That's money. That's money for them. Viewership, sponsorship. Think about it. So if that's the case, you know why they went to Colorado? Because they could charge the sponsors for that 2-hour window or whatever it was a gang of money because they know you're going to have the viewership. It's money for them.
Why didn't it? Listen.
Because
be careful now. So we got to figure out why was it just only on the Pac-12 channel? Because I know for a fact if there was a spring game that people wanted to watch, you know what I'm saying? Because none of them matter. If there was one that people wanted to watch, they would have watched that. So we would have to find out why.
I think the viewership, when they go look at that stuff, they look at the data, they look at the numbers. I'm only making a speculation and assumption here.
Yeah. I think Colorado. Well, I deal on the internet all the time. You do too. Every Colorado show you do, it gets more viewership probably than anything you do, right?
Because it's still hot. Yes, you're right.
Right. So it's still hot. And so I don't know. Maybe the Pac-12 pullback was like, nah, we got the one.
But I'll say this. Can I tell you this? I get more views on Miami Hurricanes when they win a game and when they lose a game. But right now, you got the same nucleus of people in the chat this time of year for Miami Hurricanes, the same nucleus. When we go to play that first game against Florida, it's going to be 1,000 people in there. Some people, I never seen your channel. It's the first time I ever seen your channel. I've been a Hurricane fan since 84 and all this crazy stuff, right? And the post-game show, going to be nuts. The pre-game show, going to be nuts, right? And if we lose like Georgia Tech was crazy, because everybody want to hear what you got to say. But those remember I said you're going to have a nucleus. That outer ring is going to fade away because they're fans, but they're not diehards. Same thing with Colorado. Right. We fans, we want to see Prime win. But eventually, if you don't win, you heard what we said, we want to see Prime win, be successful. And we already know in America, everybody love a winner. Why do you think Coach Prime is as big as he is? Because everybody says the same thing about him. Everything he has done in life, he has won at.
Right. True.
That's what's tied to his name, winning. People follow Coach Prime because he has a winning personality, a winning persona. He's flamboyant, not in that kind of way, but I mean outgoing, all of that kind of stuff, draws people in, great charisma. And that's just what it is. That's all I'm saying. But yeah.
You get a chat. You get a chat, something to do, right?
Yeah, let's see if they did it. Yeah, they agree with me.
What you gave me to do? What you gave me to do, dog?
I told him to put yes or no based on this right here. The first one was Prime talks a lot about prepping young men for life. Do you believe the Twitter outburst today set a good example for young men? And there were a lot of people that said no, not necessarily. There were some people said it didn't matter. I didn't put the poll up. I'm sorry, guys. But some people said it didn't matter. But most people said no, it wasn't a good example, right? And people make mistakes. You know, I'm not bashing Coach Prime across the head. And like you say, he doesn't apologize. So it's still up on his Twitter page. So he doesn't that stuff doesn't affect him. And he's fine with it. And I'm fine with it, though.
He said he doesn't apologize.
Yeah, he don't apologize. But if he's okay with it, I'm okay with it. Like I'm at that point. I'm dead serious. I'm cool. Like I said before, this is his ship. He can run it however you want to run it. Full steam ahead, sail it, open water, whatever you want to do. That's what I love about football. You have complete autonomy as a head coach. And Cos Kane, go for it, dog. That's your people. That's your folks.
Cos Kane, $5. Prime Mario came into the NIL does makes a difference with these days. Prime Mario came into NIL does cutthroat makes a difference with the kids now. What are you saying? Cos Kane, what are you saying? Hey, Prime Mario came into NIL. Does cutthroat makes a difference with these kids now? I think what he's trying to say is now it's about money, and business can be kind of like brash, kind of cutthroat. That what that kid went on there talking about, Prime hurt his feelings. I'm sure every kid feels like that when the coach asks them to leave. And believe me, these coaches are asking these kids to leave.
Sayonara. They telling you to go. I'm telling you, they're telling you to go. Guys, relax. Guys, see, this is the issue I be talking about.
Right.
Why apologize? Why he had to apologize for I never said he had to apologize. I made a statement. He said he doesn't apologize, and I was saying he didn't take his tweet down. I was just telling you the kind of person. That's what I said. Y'all half-ass listen. That's the problem. That's not what I said. I didn't say that.
What? Yeah, you little children.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying I didn't tell a man to apologize. I said he doesn't apologize. And I said, and therefore, he doesn't take his tweets down. Like some people would have taken that down by now, right? You see it all. Hell, Mathis took his tweet down. I believe. I may be wrong. I don't give a damn, really. So anyway, all right, I apologize, Get Rich, for not trying. I apologize then.
What you apologizing for, dog?
Because I don't have no problem apologizing if I'm wrong. He said he was talking to the people in the chat. So I was saying I apologize. See, I don't have no problem saying that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody make a mistake or two. But anyway, yeah, dog, I got to get ready to run. I got to talk about my beloved Canes, man.
You got to own see how, dog?
Yeah. I don't see how. Yeah.
You don't see how what, dog?
I don't see the.
I don't see how, dog. I don't see how.
Oh, Get Rich, I appreciate it.
No,
I
don't see how, dog trying to get away from the police, right? Police tried to trip him, right?
And
he almost got away.
And you see it started over.
But that pole was in the way. I don't see how he still got teeth.
I ain't see it. It got stuck on my side. All I see is the lady. Woo. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hold up, pause it for a second. The guy that chipped is not even a police officer.
He not.
No, this dude in this flower shirt.
Oh, he not.
No, he tried to trip him, and then he gets up. He goes to trip him again.
He did?
Yeah, that's the same dude.
Oh, he the one pushed him into the pole.
Yeah, he's the same dude.
Wow. That boy out there working for the police. That boy out there doing free work. He the one pushed him into the pole.
Yeah, he tripped him twice.
That's assault, ain't it?
Can I say this? I would sue him. Because you're not the police. You're not acting in official capacity, dog.
He not. He out there doing the most. All right, get out of here, man. We got a Caneville Twitter space going on, and you got what going on?
Canes Talk. We got Canes Talk Live tonight, man. We're going to talk about, my title is Tonight Street. We need 10 plus, coach. No excuses. None.
For
no
sure.
Fans or maybes.
All right, man. Let's get up out of here.
All right, we out here, man. Peace, love, and hell, Greeks, man. We out here. We still at Barnett Park in NYC, and we'll definitely have fun with it. All right. That being said, we'll holler at you. Street, anything?
No, bro. Let's get on up out of here. Come check us out on Twitter, man. We're in the Twitter space, and go check Coach Hayes out on YouTube. If you think Miami got 10 wins in the pocket.
Yes. No,
10.
I hate to say this. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. Coach finna move it to 11 tonight. I'm finna move it to 11.
But that boy up it. That boy up it.
Straight up.
They did it to themselves, dog.
Coach Cristobal in a poker game. He called and he raised me, and I gotta match him. We out of here, man. Peace.